Say you were walking down the street one random day, going about your life, checking the news, when all of a sudden you see it. Breaking news. Demons have been sighted invading the world. There are reports of the dead coming back to life. In that moment, would your first reaction be something like, or would it be closer to,
oh no, what am I going to do? How will I protect those I love? What's going to happen to me and my family?
In this video, we will be analyzing the incarnation of the mix between these two philosophies. Welcome everyone, and let's talk about the perfect action RPG, Grim Dawn. As some of you might know, that new Diablo game is supposed to come out one of these days, and I hear it is absolute poo-poo. But we always wonder, what is poo-poo, but never how is poo-poo. So, in honor of our gracious Chinese overlords, I want to show you an actually good action role-playing game that has been forgotten because good things are illegal in this world. Just ask any American. To begin, tell me, have you ever been in a world where you had a dream that you had? Have you ever been in a world where gas prices were bigger than my future career prospects? I am only 22 years old, for fuck's sake. Well, that is exactly what Grim Dawn is all about. Grim Dawn takes place in the Super Mario Sunshine world if it was set in London. After the Overwatch Source filmmaker videos have finally run out, the average Overwatch fan was finally left without content and went outside, resulting in the fall of society as we know it. This is where you come in. You play as a random schmuck or schmuckette, tasked with returning internet connection to the Vanos gaming house. However, that journey will not be an easy one, as one, maybe two, possibly more, random upstanding civilians stand in your way. And that is a problem, because you, as the average American police officer, cannot allow that. And so you must become the ultimate gamer to save the world. So now you should start by picking a class. If you can create a character, that is. Do not worry though, as I am a master in the pyrophysical extra-dimensional arts of turning things off from my extensive experience with women, and so I can make them appear by simple quadratic equation. Entering in the game is a nice and relaxing experience of almost being unalivened, but then you get saved so that you can be another meatbag on the front lines, praying to make a difference when you are in fact just another nobody in a world that's completely gone to shit. Good luck. Now you go, and like your primal instincts always intended, you begin smacking shit, and then you never stop. At level 1, you may choose your first class. Your class defines your approach to this Moonlight Sonata you're about to play on your keyboard, and I will briefly, in short, quietly describe to you all of them, not from experience, but from a poor interpretation of the wiki article. The first class is the much coveted soldier. Lore-wise an absolute unit of a man, he defends against the nastiest enemies of the Empire and is the ultimate walking meat shield, only for the man with the most exquisite of taste. If you enjoy immersive return to monkey gameplay holding down the left click and cocks, this is the class for you. The second class is the American favorite demolitionists, the insecure guys in every party. They are the magical girls of the empires, used to breach fortifications and break enemy ranks with their destructive magic. Just because it can be used with any weapon doesn't mean that y'all will use anything but the dual pistols and roleplay that you are. The Occultist is the class you pick when you are too bored to play the game and would rather let your flimsy bird and drunk dog play the game for you. In the lore, they are the kid that ran away from the circus and came back with the whole circus. And let's face it, the stoner of any party, with the immersive gameplay of V from Devil May Cry 5. The Nightblade is for when your parents abandoned you at the young age of 25 and you cope by posting Shadow the Hedgehog memes on r/memes, which everyone who's watching this video should absolutely go and do right now. The lore of Nightblade hurts about as bad as Dad's belt. Too scared to fight up close, they decide to build for dexterity and use rivers of blood. In short, a class for those Arcanist is the boring class for the boring people. In the story, Arcanists are so boring that they found a way to turn God into a math equation and now spend their days flexing their programming language skills on Reddit while sipping on Monster Energy. And as a side note, if you want to achieve ultimate nerd status, you should definitely combine your Arcanists with Demolitionist just to flex on your mana bar. Alright, this video's already getting a bit too long. What are we, 6 minutes in? Time for a quick fire round. The Shaman is the occultist, but with extra monkey. The Inquisitor is for people who really wish they were playing Warhammer right now. The Necromancer is just Nightblade with advanced carpal tunnel. And the Oathbreaker is Holy Monkey. You can mix and match these characters to create advanced classes that will give you tools for every situation you can find yourself in the preschool playground, you fucking creep. But just as important as how you fight is who you fight. Because, as you know, the streets of London are perilous and filled with unseen dangers. I will now introduce to you just some of the enemies you will be facing. In no particular order, they are the average British citizen, the average American, the average subscriber to my channel, Joe Biden, people born before 2000, and the indigenous. But if this was all there is to this game, it would be just like this video, very surface level. But it isn't. Aside from monkey mechanics, you also have gear effect system. All of this to say, by the end of your playthrough you will have a character that will truly be unique to you. Unless, of course, you use an online build, which I highly recommend. It doesn't matter which, they're all pretty good. I play a pyromancer and use exclusively shotguns, rifles and hunting animals to simulate my childhood growing up in Eastern Europe. Or, how I hear people refer to it online, Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl, which, incidentally, is a great game. I haven't actually played it. Now you are finally ready to head out into the wilderness and most likely get yourself or others or both killed, because the quest marker told you to go somewhere without actually telling you where. That's right. Unlike lesser, inferior games, this game is a true man's game. Don't know where to go? Well, be prepared to learn the alphabet, motherfucker, because it's time to read. And if, like me, your time in school was spent on YouTube.com and other less reputable websites, then do not worry, as the game still offers you a little marker on the map showing you where your destination is, just know how to find it. I learned this after having spent half the introduction running around like a headless chicken looking for some cave, only to realize the place I needed to go was literally a trapdoor slightly off to the side in the main area of the game. But the fun is now over, it's time to get serious. That's right, it's criticism time. Why is it that melee enemies struggle to even move while the ranged enemies will cut through you like cheese? Also, why is it that I can only switch the map between cover the whole screen mode and average size? mode. If I wish to see a larger map so I know where the fuck I'm going, I only need to press M every 3 fucking steps. But then the enemies pop up and I need to panic close the map and then activate all my skills like I'm playing Moonlight Sonata on a fucking clarinet. All that being said, I do recommend the game. Give it a score of good out of very. I'm not even halfway through this game and I am thankful for it. During the end, I want to ask you to leave a comment telling me how you like this style of video. The next one is going to be a bit more serious as I'll be going in depth on another game. More in depth than my Doom video even. But who am I kidding? Of course you like this type of video more. It tickles all your zoomy brain matter. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.